or a hindrance almost across the countryside for the last 4 or 5 months, I'll say. And you have been requested by the government that is presiding over your local areas to remove Moby Duck from whatever nest or other breeding grounds it may have before there are more or worse of them. Uh, you have been brought into something of an expedition that's more a loosely cobbled together mercenary party. Uh, and you have been given a boat to help search the lake that Moby Duck has been tracked to the area of. There are a few islands inside of the lake, several rivers that feed into and out of it, but the group's primary concern is the lake itself right now, and the shores of any islands inside of the lake. There are a few towns and villages around the lake if you want any specific supplies or information.
How big is the lake?
Uh, Shit. There is a lake that I was going to base this off of. I don't remember the name of right now. It would take at least several weeks for a single ship to search it. Uh,
I ask because spells have
you,
ranges and.
ah, um, that doesn't. That's the wrong lake. That's why. It's fairly circular, bit of an oval, but it's about 180 miles across.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I popped in the middle of the description. I heard stuff about the village and able to buy supplies.
And presumably that's where you got your supplies before heading out on the expedition.
Very good.
Um, but if there's any specific information about the area, that's also there for you to ask questions.
Does anybody know where he makes his lair?
He's been tracked into the lake as the most common spot of coming and going. They don't know exactly where in the lake, but they think it's somewhere in the northeast part. So the expedition is going to begin in the northeast and head southeast, or head south around and then go towards the inside and just sort of spiral in.
Okay.
Unless you want to propose something else to the leader of the expedition.
How familiar am I with this lake?
It's not very well traveled. It's used as sort of a. It's used from river to river as a method of transporting goods, but it's not like a tourist attraction or something that's particularly uh, thoroughly mapped. It's known that there are islands, but they're not big enough to colonize or put any cities down. So they've mostly been left to their own devices. Um, there's not really anything of note in the lake that has been known up until now.
Okay. Well, I would propose that I have the scrying spell, and that would give us. Let's see. Yada yada.
Direction, sightline.
Spell you can see in here through the sensor. So it would give me environmental information about where he is that might help us pinpoint it. So I would propose attempting to scry on him first to see if that can give us a general area to go to.
Did you
Sounds
want?
reasonable.
Do you want to scry on the duck or the
Yes,
lake itself? Duck. All right.
scrying on Moby Duck. Scrying on the lake wouldn't be very useful. Just give me a high altitude overview of the lake.
Yeah. All right. Where is the dice spot? Ah, fucking mountain. Where is my sheet?
Before I forget, I'll get water breathing up to anyone that needs it in the party and the captain. Unless the captain's superstitious of meme magic.
The captain of the ship is going to be in the center. Your boats are going to be separate as sort of scouting vessels. There's a communication system that I probably should have explained this first. There's a communication system based off of flag signals. There's a point of interest spotted. There's a we're under attack, and there's a all clear flag in the boat. The signal is going to be watched for by somebody on the main ship's crow's nest, and then they will relay the signal to all the smaller boats out on patrols. At night, the crow's nest will have a light on their flags, but everybody's also given colored fire to be launched or thrown into the air as the individuals deem necessary or appropriate. Basically, a flare.
Okay.
And those will correspond to the same color as the flags.
I would have made a time to give the captain an opportunity, but if he don't want it, he don't want it.
I mean, he doesn't particularly need it.
Okay, doke.
Alright, so I do the scry thing.
Right. My brain is working right now.
Okay, well, that didn't work.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you go to do your scrying, the whole 10-minute kit and caboodle, and it doesn't seem able to bridge the gap between you and the duck.
Well, I guess we just do grid search pattern then. I do occasionally cast, like if we're near what looks to be like an area where there might be like a cave or some type of nesting area for a duck. I'll cast locate creature.
Alright. Would the crew of your boat like to give me a survival check?
I get a fucking crew.
You are the crew.
Okay, so I need to give you a survival check. Is what you're saying?
You or Mick or Mister.
Oh, I thought you said we were all on different boats. Like we all had our own boat.
Alright, I explained that poorly. There's a larger group, but your individual boat is crewed by you and the party.
Got it.
And you're given a section of the main ship's perimeter to scout.
Sure. Okay.
As soon as we start ticking off, I'll go ahead and cast Mage Armor myself. Because AC 12 is bad.
So who's
Not
good at
that.
survival?
I'm not. I assume you're wisdom based, so you are.
I'm decent at it. Yeah. I'm guessing Vinny isn't all that great at it either.
What you saying about Vinny, huh?
I was
What you
asking you how good you were at survival.
okay? So Vinny don't have a lot of wisdom,
Okay.
but Vinny will punch up on the head and make you not have a lot of wisdom.
All right. 24. But I should have made more organized notes. With a 24, there's nothing in your immediate section of the ship's course that's going to be a particularly good nesting spot for a duck this big. You do know that there is islands that will eventually be large enough for a nest, but those are still a few days to or it'll be a few days before you get to those following the normal search pattern. From what you can see, just standing on your boat, they're just sort of off on the horizon to your, like, way out on the horizon, barely a speck to your southwest, towards the center of the lake.
Okay.
There are where was it? It's not relevant. Never mind. Yeah, there's a few clusters of islands you can see just the tip of off to the southwest.
Is that where
In
we're headed?
you are headed south. You'll be passing near them, but not through them until your next pass in the area, which would probably take a few days. It is entirely within your authority to tell the captain you found something of interest and want to go investigate, but that decision is up to you.
Well, guys, you just want to go and poke the islands?
Hello.
Adrian.
Patty?
Yeah.
It sounds like a good idea. Let's go have us some fun.
All right. Yeah, we go to the islands.
All right, Dragoon, if you want to get in on the one shot.
Talk to.
Can you say again, Mister?
Nothing.
All right, Dragoon, if you want to get in on the one shot, the character creation rules are listed above a few videos.
It's a one shot.
Yeah, Gilbert's working still.
Okay. Well, I won't be able to join until I get home and get to the computer where I can actually create a character.
That's unfortunate. All right. So you go to the islands.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do on your way there?
How long does it take us to get there?
About 2.5 hours, almost 3.
No, not really.
All right. So the hours pass. It's fairly uneventful.
Drink.
Vinny's drinking. That's the most eventful thing that there is right now. There's a few other clusters of islands off in the distance on the horizon, closer to the center of the lake. But it's not. It would be another 2.5, 3 hours at least to get to those, assuming they're the same size. These particular islands look to be maybe a mile wide apiece, and none of them are particularly tall, but there is an island on the west end of these that has what looks like a rock formation that might hold a cave. From your current angle,
Well, let's go there.
yeah. Alright, so you make landfall at the island?
No, we get close, and then I do locate creature.
Locate creature.
Yeah.
Searching for Moby Duck?
Yeah.
Moby Duck is not currently in this area.
Right, but the cave is entirely encompassed within the thing. Like, we're like right on top of the cave, right?
You are within the cave entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, Moby Duck's not here. Let's go to the next island.
Okie doke.
Alright, next island.
Alright.
So you continue your southwestern voyage. Hello, Gilbert. An hour pass, 2 hours, 3 hours. You're getting within a few miles of the islands. If you have any preparations. Or 20, 30 minutes passes, and you are within a quarter mile. And you are able to make landfall if you would like. There's another cluster of 7 islands. One of them
Anything
has
that looks interesting?
The island to the south has slightly taller hill. Not a mountain, but it's big enough to hide around if you want to. But no, there's nothing of particular interest.
So nothing where a duck would be.
No.
Next islands.
Next island. You are getting a bit far from the main group of the ship. Communication will be difficult, but you can still manage, and maybe flares will get you communication overnight if you need them.
I have
by the
if
next
I
time.
need it.
Yeah. All right. So next island. It's a bit further south. Couple hours pass. 3, 4 hours. What is everybody's passive perception?
Not high enough. Mine
19.
is.
Vinny?
Plus alert.
24 total?
12.
All right.
No, I meant that I can't be surprised.
Ah.
The 19 is
Yeah.
is already calculated with alert.
So Mattis, you'd be the only one who would hear this. There is definitely a larger than they're supposed to be duck from the sounds of this quack several hours to the south. There's
All
a
right.
few there's a few islands over there as well.
Yeah, I point in that direction and be like, "Thar she quacks."
All right.
And we go in that direction.
All right. So you head south
Towards the big quack.
It's going to take a few hours at least. There's no islands in sight, and that was like a 4-hour trip to the horizon.
If necessary, I can cast Gust of Wind to give us like a direct like speed line right there.
All right. I need to figure out what that does.
Gust of Wind is a 60-foot long, 10-foot wide blast from me in any direction that I choose towards the sail. And basically, it's strong enough that people would need to make strength saves to not get bowled over by it. But essentially, I am just creating a very strong, like gale-like wind into the sail to propel us in that direction at high speed.
Yeah, and I'd assume you're aiming it high enough that you're not hitting your friendlies directly with it.
High enough and have the sail tacked in such a way as to not risk, turning the ship over or ripping the sail.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it catches you guys off guard a little bit, but you have enough of a warning with the verbal component being yelled out that you're able to just have a rough ride. Nobody's at risk of going overboard as you start cruising. Last 1 minute.
Yeah.
Alright. You are able to, at the end of that minute, you are able to see some islands on the edge of your field of view. And looking up, Matic, you also notice that there is the silhouette of what looks like a wing. And then two wings, and a
Range.
large blob between them on the horizon,
Range.
several miles at least.
Okay.
We should probably take a long rest before tackling the duck. Assuming that is the duck.
Duck could move in the meanwhile. I say we engage now. Any other votes?
Welcome back, Gilbert.
I say we go.
All right.
Sure.
It's 2-1. All right. I cast sending to the captain. Have found duck. Am engaging.
You get back a reply. Godspeed, you magnificent bastard.
I also
Good
give him coordinates.
Alright, you get back the reply. Godspeed, you magnificent bastard, and good hunting. We'll be there as soon as we're able. Alright, and you adjust your boat to beeline for the duck, or
Intercept course.
Alright, the duck is heading south-southwest. It's just a small adjustment to set an intercept course. You don't seem to be gaining much ground, but you do look like you are going a bit faster than the duck right now.
Okay.
Does anyone have a high intelligence or wisdom?
I have proficiency both with navigator's tools and water vehicles.
Alright. Would be estimating time, just straight intelligence, wisdom. I'll say you can have either. Yeah, sure. I'll give it to you. Just estimating how long it'll take to catch up to the duck. Yeah, with a 21, you estimate it at this speed. If you and the duck both stay at relatively similar speeds as you are now, it'll take pretty much all night, and you'll catch up to it sometime in mid to late morning.
Okay. Well, then I guess we'll be taking shifts on watch and take a long rest then, because that way we're fresh for the battle. As we cruise on after this duck in pursuit.
Yeah. So these boats aren't comfortable, but you're adventurers. You're used to not being in the lap of luxury every night. So you bunk down for your rest, and are you setting a watch order?
Yep. I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
Do we have an NPC we can stick on fourth?
You have a figure cloaked in shadows and cloaks in the back of the boat who has been quiet up until now.
Or yeah, he gets fourth watch.
Gilbert, that's going to be you.
Mm-hmm.
The mystery character in Super Smash. The secret unlockable.
A new challenger is approaching.
Wait, does Dragoon have a character?
Dragoon will be making a character eventually when he gets home, from what I understand. Alright, so first watch passes. An hour passes, 2 hours pass. The duck, at about an hour and a half, turns a bit more west than southwest. But you're able to adjust the course and make a note of roughly where it's heading.
Okay.
Second watch. Who was second watch? Mick?
Yep.
Mobius, can you give me a perception check? Or survival?
Let's see. Do. Could I summon something that is smarter than me to do it?
Uh, how long is it going to last?
1 hour.
Sure.
Yeah, I summon a construct,
Alright.
and it does the thing, and it's not great at it.
Perception or survival from the construct. And how well is it able to communicate to you?
Understands the languages I speak. Oh no! I should have fucking done it. I don't think I'm getting useful information, but I would be looking too, but mine's even lower. Mine's flat. It's your call.
So, can it speak a language you share?
It understands the languages I speak, and I can mentally command it.
So no.
So no, it's got forcing it to be fair, but it's gonna have to use memes and drives
Alright,
and
how
maybe
about
paper.
this?
It can write paper. It can write paper. How about that?
Mobius, give me an intelligence or wisdom check with advantage. To make sense enough to keep track of the duck of what this yeah, you're able to keep on course and make minor adjustments between the wind and the duck shifting its travel patterns. It's not pretty, and it's a bit of a jerky adjustment, but you're still roughly on course.
This is definitely not in my job resume. Navigating and shit. That's good.
Alright, so the first hour of your watch passes, and the construct disappears at the end of that hour, right?
Yep, I'll just recast it.
Alright, you're able to keep track of the duck for the next hour. And then, as you pass off the torch to Vinny, figuratively or literally, Vinny.
Yes, DM.
Um, so Mobius has pointed out this silhouette off in the horizon as he's giving you the responsibilities of the night watch. Early morning is not far off, but it's still under the cover of darkness. Can you give me a perception or a survival check to keep track of it during your watch?
Yeah, I lost it.
Uh-oh.
All right. I don't suppose your intelligence check is much better for trying to piece together where it would have gone.
Roll again.
Yeah, go ahead and roll either insight or investigation. It'll be up to you. However you feel would be appropriate for tracking down where this duck might have gone based on its flight pattern so far. All right. And was that your
That was
investigation?
my investigation check. Yes.
All right. So you remember a few months ago, you saw a wolf in the city during one of your jobs, and it ducked behind some buildings to escape pursuit before circling back. And this duck's behavior up to this point, or at least in that moment, sort of reminds you of that same trick. You think it ducked behind a mountain, and then it turned back and is flying low to its actual nest.
All right. I'm gonna try to pinpoint where that nest would be.
You don't have a functioning map on the boat, but you know that there are 4 probable clusters of islands, maybe 20 islands total between them. The duck probably made its nest in or on one of those.
All right.
Alright, so the rest of your watch passes quietly. Gilbert, do you have a character finished yet?
No, not quite yet. I'm going as fast as I can.
It's all good. Alright, fourth watch passes under the watchful eyes of this mysterious cloaked fellow.
I have a question.
Yes?
Can I reflavor a whip as a fishing rod?
Yes. Um, alright. Sunrise comes. You all come to eventually. How would you like to proceed?
Where's the duck?
I tell them all that I have figured out.
Okay, we go there.
Alright, so yeah, you're able to adjust the sails to get you a south by southeast heading. And after an hour and a half, a few islands start to pop up on the horizon. The current rate, you should get there within 4 hours. If there are any preparations you would like to make.
How many hours? We're closing on the duck?
You're about 4 hours out from the probable nesting grounds of the duck.
Okay. About 3 hours in, I'll go ahead and cast Mage Armor after that. Yeah, like on the 3rd hour.
Alright. 1 hour passes, no preparation. 2 hours, no preparations. 3 hours, Mobius casts Mage Armor. Anything you'd like to do on final approach?
Locate creature.
Locate creature.
Assuming we're like near, like right next to it, because it's only 1,000-foot range.
Yeah, you can get within, what do you want to do, 200, 300 feet out?
200.
You can get within 200 feet, cast Locate Creature. And while the spell wouldn't cover the entirety of the island, you do get a ping.
We go there.
Alright. Does anybody have the marine background feature for navigating to shore?
I'm a pirate. I
All
have
right.
water vehicle proficiency and navigator tools proficiency.
not going to be a terribly difficult check, but can you give me a survival check? Assuming the crew is going to help, you would have advantage, and given all your proficiencies in your history, I'll also give you expertise.
Okay. Well, then let's see here.
Boy, I hope this thing isn't like an Eldritch Bay or something where it requires a ridiculously high.
So if we have advantage, we would take the first roll. So that would be like
31.
no higher. So it's at
33? You have a +3
plus
proficiency, right?
8. So it'd be 35 total.
Alright.
Plus 4 proficiency bonus.
Ah,
Yeah, you are able to cruise right in, make a safe landing, and a very gentle landing. You don't even beat your boat, unless you kind
Now we
of pull
drop
it onto.
anchor.
Yeah, you pull it onto shore or drop anchor near the shore, but you don't make it inaccessible. You do notice, however, that the water outside of like 60 feet is sharp corals, and that there are more than one pieces of driftwood that have washed up on the shore.
Okay, so we drop anchor, not in the murder death field.
Yeah. All right.
And then we go
How
down.
would? All right. So you hop out. You swim the remaining
Oh,
40
fuck no, I
feet.
fly.
Swim or fly as opportunity allows for individual. Those of you who are swimming, when you get to about 20 feet, you are able to get your feet on actual ground. The sand is a lot firmer than it's normally, or at least a lot firmer than normal sand would be.
we're probably not going to need this, but I'm going to cast a water breathing ritual.
On the shore?
Yeah.
Is the rest of the party waiting for that?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Why not?
Mobius, what's your stealth modifier?
Not particularly high, but I don't have disadvantage.
I mean,
It's +2.
how far does Lucky Creature say the duck is?
Says the duck is about 400 feet underground from here.
Oh, okay.
And about 200 feet south.
Got it.
If we need to go now, I could just hot cast it.
No, I think we have time for the ritual. It's not moving, is it, the duck?
No.
Yeah, we got time.
There are occasional moments where the duck shifts around, but it never makes any drastic movements that would indicate it's leaving the area that it's currently in. Alright, so the ritual goes off, and anybody who was not able to before is able to breathe water. How would you like to proceed?
To the duck.
Alright, you have a sandy island. You can go in a bit off the shore, and it gets stony, but smooth stone. Passive investigations? Anybody have a particularly high one?
The one time I did not pick wizard. 10.
Alright. Mattis, you have a high perception at 19. Go ahead and give me a perception roll. Alright. As you're walking across the stone surface, it's just thump, 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 clang, thump, thump. That clang isn't normal. sounded a lot more metal than stone.
Okay.
It came from the back of the party.
Who stepped on the landmine?
Landmine.
Uh, you can look around and find it fairly easily. Mobius stepped on a metal door that was painted over to look like stone. It
Well,
is
that's
a
the way down.
it is a trapdoor going down.
Cool.
Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll cast Armor of Agathis on myself on the second level.
All right, and you all have dark vision out to 60 feet, right?
300 feet.
300 feet.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, this trapdoor opens to a stone tunnel. You might be able to squeeze a large-sized creature in, but it's barely comfortable for a medium-sized creature. And there's a ladder on the western wall of it that goes down past the vision of anybody's dark vision.
More than 300 feet deep.
More than 300 feet deep.
I light a torch and drop it in.
Torch drops, and it falls, and it's a ladder. It's 300 feet, and it's more ladder. There's one opening on the south side wall at about 350 feet. Another on the north side at about 500 feet. And it
Sloop,
falls. Yes?
my shitty character.
Nice. South side wall opens at 350, north side at 500, and it falls down to about 800 feet before it is extinguished. A couple seconds later, you hear a plop, and it sounds like it landed in some kind of liquid.
Okay. Is the duck to the north or the south?
The duck is to the south.
Okay. Well, I guess we climb down there and go to the southern opening.
All right. So you start climbing down. Gilbert, did you want to describe your character?
Yes. Old Isman the Fisherman. He's a decrepit old fisherman wearing a really, really lumpy, bulbous yellow rain jacket with one of those yellow fisher hats and 2 eye patches.
On the same eye?
No, I'm an eye patch over both eyes.
All right.
I gave him the what was it? What was it? The blind fighting style.
Nice.
Also, he has a passive perception of 8.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So as you start filing down this ladder, what is your marching order?
What are Shielded Lands character creation rules? Like just regular rules, but with the listed below?
The normal Saturday campaign rules.
He's not familiar with Saturday. So basically,
alright.
it's
That's-
Gilbert's
that's a-
rules except a free feat at level 1 if you're a fighter and no monstrous races, I believe. Those are the only additions.
That sounds right about right.
Okay.
I mean, this is what I'm thinking of in terms of order going down the ladder.
I'm happy with that.
All right. Gilbert, blind fighting gives you 10 feet of blind sight, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Happy oldish man the fisherman. I'm blind.
Is this what he looks like, except, with 2 eye patches?
Yeah, that's exactly what I look like.
Oh, God. Help me. Help
also,
me.
also the jacket's like much lumpier.
Alright, as you're climbing down, the ladder is not in great condition, but it holds everybody's weight. It is covered in the briny leftovers of salt water that's been left on to dry. It feels gross, if anybody's concerned with that. But there is nothing particularly dangerous about it. You climb down, 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 350 feet. Then you step off into the southern opening.
Yeah.
300 feet of dark vision will show you a relatively straight stone hallway. The first 150 feet looks manufactured by hand. The next, 60 feet looks natural. And then it curves off to the right.
And duck is that direction?
Duck is to the south, still 50 feet below you somewhere.
Okay. We proceed.
Alright, proceed. Down the manufactured part, down the natural part, and it becomes a curvy series of hallways.
Are you saying that we're in a dark set of twisty passages all alike?
Yeah.
I swear to God, if a fucking Gru jumps out of here, I'm gonna blast him right in the face.
I'll scratch that off the agenda. Who was bringing up the rear again?
That's me.
That Mobius, can you give me a charisma save?
Absolutely. I don't suppose this is versus poison, right?
I don't think a poison would normally be a charisma save, no.
You never know.
Unless you want to consider it poisoning the soul.
That is my save.
Alright, Mobius, you get this unnerving feeling that something is watching, not from this cave, but into it. You're not alone here. And it's not just the duck either.
But Days, do you detect magic? I feel like we're being watched. I'm not sure if it's scrying or something's looking at us or knows we're here.
Okay.
I'm assuming we're not immediately attacked.
No.
Yeah, so it's something just to keep in the back of the mind.
Right now it's just a chill down the spine. No threats yet. As you proceed, the cave winds around left, right, left, left. It starts sloping down, more right turns. Turns into a bit of a spiral. At the bottom of the spiral, the cave opens up into a 20-foot wide by 30-foot wide smooth stone room with what looks like a wooden table and a map of the countryside. There are 2 chairs, and there is nothing else of note of it. Fuck words. Nothing else of note in the room.
Is there any notations on the map?
No. There are no marks on the map beyond the occasional speck of dust. Your locate creature signals to you that Moby Duck is heading west. It's a casual pace, but it is moving.
Okay. Well, I guess I grab the map, and then we go in that direction.
Alright, you head west. The tunnel goes down, up a couple times, swerves off to the side, and you're still a little bit above Moby Duck, but you're taking point. You're probably the only one who would notice this. There is a large hole in the ground that goes to another hallway about 15 feet below you. It is running parallel to the one you are in, and it is much wider.
Okay. How far down is it?
15 feet.
Okay. Anybody got any pythons?
Dungeoneer pack, yeah.
All right. So, pound in a python, tie a rope, we go down the hole.
Yes,
All right.
that sounds like a plan.
All right. Takes you less than a minute to get everything said and done. You're able to get down safely. And Moby Duck has gained a little bit of ground, but it only seems to be about 150 feet to your west.
So, no big tunnel. All right.
Yes, it is a straight tunnel, but you do not see Moby Duck.
Well, I go to where Locate Creatures is pointing me.
I'll get my revenge on Moby Dick.
You can see 150 feet to where Moby Duck should be, but there is no Moby Duck visible there.
All right, I cast See Invisibility.
You do see Moby Duck waddling west.
Okay. I cast Fairy Fire on him.
Alright. We should roll initiative, and Moby Duck should roll a dex save. It is dex, right?
Correct.
Fairy Fire. Dex, yes.
And you said that fighters also gain the subclass features of
Champions,
right?
yes.
Oh, cool. That means I get to add my proficiency to my initiative.
Oh, wait, I get advantage on it.
Do what?
Twilight Cleric initiative.
Roll initiative.
Mr. had a 21 for initiative.
Ah. Oh, that wasn't the save. That was. So the save was 22? All right.
No, 22 was initiative. I'm going to roll a save once we get out initiative in order. Alright. $16 succeed?
No, he's glowing.
That
Nice
he
blue color.
is. And too bad Ishman can't see anything.
What? But I do what I want. I can see plenty fine.
Alright. Mattis, how would you like to proceed?
Well, I will first bonus action cast Holy. Vinny's a melee fighter, right?
Yes, Vinny is melee.
All right, I will cast Holy Weapon as a bonus action on Vinny's weapon. This means it will do an additional 2d8 radiant damage on every hit.
Wait, say that again. I will do an additional 2D. You cast magic weapon, so I do a 2 additional 2d8.
No, I cast Holy
No.
Weapon. It does an additional 2d8 radiant damage per hit.
Okay. Let me write this down so I won't forget an additional 2d8.
Yep. I will then run into melee with the duck and use my hammer on him.
As you get into melee, can you make a charisma save for me?
Sure.
All right. Mobius brought up an uneasy feeling before, but you are much closer to the duck. This thing is definitely not natural. This is beyond a monstrosity. This is an aberration, and the alien presence is unnerving in the most extreme. You're able to shake off the worst of it.
Okay.
It is evil.
I think I just crit him.
That you did.
Just see if there's anything else I got to add to that. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. So that is 26 bludgeoning and radiant damage.
26 bludgeoning and radiant.
Yep.
All right.
And that will be it for me.
All right. The beast beyond the damned Moby Duck is going to turn around and it is going to let out a foul screech. Everybody, can I get a strength saving throw?
A foul quack from beyond the grave.
What?
Oh, that sucks.
And then
Mobius, is that 11 your strength?
Yep.
Ishman, strength saving throw?
Strength save?
Yes.
From what?
a foul quack.
Okay. Sorry, one second.
There's a low rumbling voice in the tunnel. Avlac.
And then it echoes.
Flack. All right. Mobius and Vinny. You take 18 bludgeoning damage and are both knocked prone. Mattis and Ishman, you take half damage and are not knocked prone.
How much damage?
Hold on.
18 damage?
18, yes.
Okay, that's really okay.
What was the condition of that?
Fuck.
Prone. You succeeded the save, so you're not affected by it, Gilbert.
No
Just
more
half
holy
damage.
weapon.
Feels
That's okay.
bad.
I'm a paladin. I didn't need you to holy weapon me anyway.
Yeah, but it would have added to it.
Vinny
I
is
know.
a
I
holy
got so much. I got so much to add to it when it's my turn. It's just gonna be. It's just yeah. It's yeah.
Is the duck attempting to
weapon.
egress further, or is there like a cutoff in this cave? Is there?
There is no visible cutoff. Let's see, what was your name? Mattis, you can see that's just short of 300 feet down the cave from the duck. It does dip down into some water.
Okay.
Alright. Who is next in initiative?
Alright, I think I got my character just about created.
Alright. Vinny.
Mister?
It's my turn? Okay. This is what I'm going to do. As a bonus action, I am. How big is the cave?
The cave is about 20 feet wide and 30 feet tall. The duck fills up almost all of it.
Oh, good. Then, good. As a bonus action, I activate Giant's Might to grow to size large.
Oh, alright.
As a bonus action, as an action, I look at the ducky and I say, "Hey, duck, let's dance!" And I cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Hunter's Mark is also a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, well then, you know what? Then I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I am going to step up to hit this thing. Okay? And as I hit him, I am going to use an action to invoke the fire rune to add fire damage, and the monster needs to make a strength save.
Monster needs to make a strength save.
It is.
Well, let me hit first. Let me hit first.
So I'm still unsure of this monster's capabilities. If I would have rolled with advantage, I would have used my reaction to restore balance to make it flat.
It has not rolled with advantage yet.
Oh,
Damn it!
But I will keep that in mind.
Did I hit?
14 does not hit.
Alright, I'm gonna hit again.
What weapon are you using?
Oh, bare hands?
Bare hands. Not duck hands?
No, bare hand.
17
Is that a hit?
does hit.
Okay, good. Now I need a strength save.
Alright, let's see. This is a little bit of a big number. Wow.
the duck is chained.
The duck is restrained. And let's see. So, all my damage.
The duck is
8 plus the rune gives me.
the duck is not restrained.
Oh, he's immune to the restrained condition.
Legendary resistance. Right.
That's a mixture of fire and radiant damage.
Fire
Blunt
and radiant. The +5 is the bludgeoning.
Yeah, that's my strength bonus. 1d8 is bludgeoning, 2d8 is radiant, and 2d6 is fire.
Right. I need to start breaking out the calculator for this.
So 6 is bludgeoning, 8 and 5 are radiant, and 6 and 6 are fire.
Yeah, I'm just tracking its total health pool. Alright. It did not seem to like that.
Oh, good. Then I'm going to action surge and hit him 2 more times.
By all means, go ahead.
Alright, I missed those 2 times. I'm assuming.
That is an unfortunate 2 misses.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright. At the end of your turn, who is it? Mattis and Vinny, can you give me a Constitution save? This thing beats its wings into the very claustrophobic space, and it's not a fun time for anybody involved.
So, oh, okay.
Constitution save. You both take 6 damage and are knocked back 10 feet.
Okay.
Alright. And then who's next on initiative? Ishman.
All right. So Ishman is gonna take his lumpy, yellow fisherman cloak and tear it off, revealing his suit of plate mail made out of the kind of garbage and detritus that you find on the docks, entirely made up of musty old wood and fish. He's gonna pull out his harpoon, and he's gonna charge the duck. Running at him with his little peg legs. And, yeah, I'm gonna try to fucking kill the duck.
Bold play, let's see how it works out for him.
You know what? I think I'll even action surge.
Alright, that is 3 hits.
Alright. Let's see, 3 hits. Okay. Up, hold up. Alright. So, I took, great weapon fighting, so I'm gonna re-roll, I believe it's one of the 2s. I'm gonna double check that.
Your great weapon is a D8. What?
It's a versatile weapon.
Yep. Spears are normally a D6. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I can't re-roll that. I forgot. I was looking at the other sheet of this guy. Yeah, no. The one I'm actually using is he has the blind one, so that sorry, looking at the wrong sheet. I don't re-roll the 2s. Never mind. 27 piercing damage from my harpoon.
Alright. The harpoon doesn't seem as effective as the torrent of fists that have been thrown at this thing previously. But it does draw blood.
Excellent. Ishman is gonna shout yo ho and end his turn.
Alright. At the end of your turn, you hear a flock of wings from behind you. And a lot of, not nearly as loud quacking, but it does sound like you have alerted the horde.
The horde of ducks? Oh no!
Alright. Mobius.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna quicken cast Blink on myself, and then I'm gonna action Mind Sliver the big bad evil duck.
Mind Sliver. That's an intelligence save?
Yep. Wow, that is one big brain duck. No damage.
No damage. And then Blink has a d20 roll at the end of your turn? Is there anything else?
Let's see. Action, bonus action. No, that's it.
Alright. How does this one work?
11 or higher, I disappear. I go to the ethereal plane.
Poof. 3 on 1. Alright. And then, Ara, I believe you had an 8 on your initiative? Dragoon?
Ah, right. So there's like water around, right?
How far does your blind sight extend?
It goes.
Alright, do you have anything that would let you see beyond 300 feet?
I don't think so.
Then there's no water in your sight.
Because I chose a water genasi, so I was hoping to come from the water.
Yeah, you are under a lake in a cavern system right now, but there is no water in this particular spot of it.
Okay. So I'll just turn into a cave bear and charge the giant duck.
Alright. That is with Druid Wild Shape, I assume?
Yes. I'm a druid barbarian.
Alright, go ahead and make the attack rolls.
Because he still has the glow.
That. From Mattis's Fairy Fire?
No, that ended.
Doesn't he?
That
Oh.
ended when he cast Holy Weapon.
Well, then should I reroll or just keep the first ones of each?
The first ones would have both hit anyways.
Yeah.
.25 slashing damage. Alright, anything else?
No, that was action, bonus, and move.
Alright, the duck did not like that, and at the end of your turn, it's going to take a peck at you. Does a 14 hit the bear?
Yeah.
What size is the bear? Large?
Large.
Alright, the bear is grappled and takes 18 bludgeoning damage.
Wouldn't the duck have disadvantage because it's restrained?
It is not restrained. Legendary resistance.
Ah. Okay.
Alright. That is end of ours turn. Duck Mattis, back to the top.
All right. Well, I will channel divinity, Twilight Sanctuary, get us the bubble o temp HP going. And then as a bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon behind him. And then whack him with Spiritual Weapon.
Bold play. Let's see how it works out.
No.
No. All right.
Yeah, that's it for me. Let's see, I end my turn here, so I get... I now have 10 temporary hit points.
That's 10 more than you had.
It's better than
Yep.
nothing.
That's it for me.
All right. On the duck's turn. It has a bear grappled in its mouth. It's going to try and eat the bear.
No.
Bear, can you give me a contested athletics or acrobatics check?
The hack.
It's this huge duck just swings its head back, and the bear goes down its gullet. It is then going to take a swat at who's in melee with it. Ishman and Mattis? Vinny?
No, it knocked me back and I never went forward.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't went for it either.
I'm here.
All right, Ishman.
Hit me. Ishman is too powerful.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah. Come on, his plate mail is made out of
Literal trash.
It's made out of literal dock garbage.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Alright, that is 20 slashing damage.
All right.
Alright. That is its turn. Vinny.
All right, Vinny is gonna whack this thing.
Well, don't let me spoil your fun. That is 2
Vinny
hits.
Yeah.
Ishman should roll his d6 plus 9. Sorry, I thought that was Ishman's turn.
What's the D6 plus 9 for?
Nothing yet. Don't worry about it.
It's bludgeoning, slashing, and bludgeoning, radiant, and fire.
That is
2 big haymakers from Vinny.
That looks very painful to the duck. It's not bloodied, but it's getting there.
And Vinny's done.
All right. Vinny, at the end of your turn, it's going to take a bite at you. Didn't like getting punched the shit out of. .24 to hit.
I believe so, yeah.
This was 11 bludgeoning damage. Your size large, right?
Yes, I am a size large.
He is embiggened.
It has you grappled in its mouth, and it's not a pleasant trip for anybody involved, especially with a bear being digested in its throat. And that's all it's
Do I
got for
need to
that.
make some kind of save or something?
Not yet.
Okay.
But you do, Mister, at the end of your turn, get a D6 plus 9 of temp HP.
Hell, that gave me back what he took.
All right. At the end of Vinny's turn, Ishman.
All right, yes, Ishman. Well, he's going to attempt to take vengeance against the duck. So, he's going to take his harpoon. And, actually, is there any allies in 5 feet?
There is a bear inside of it, and a paladin that is grabbed by the shoulder, kind of fist fighting it. There are allies in 5 feet of it.
How big is the creature?
Like 30 feet tall, size huge.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to stab him twice. Oh shit, that's 2 crits because of the thing.
That is indeed 2 crits.
Well, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to use my pushing attack on each one of those. So I won't actually be able to push him, but, I'm going to fuck him up.
More
It's the thought that
dice.
counts.
That, and, I have the piercer feat.
Oh my.
All right. And then I get my maneuvers, which are D8s. Here's all my piercing damage.
That looks painful. Yeah, you get this thing right in the hip, and it opens a big gash. You caught it like right across one of its muscles, and that wound is not going to heal pretty, if at all. This thing is bloodied from that.
Rat in the kidney.
I'm gonna have the best roast duck I ever did have. That'll be my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, It's gonna just kick you in the face for that.
He gets the temp HP, the D6 plus 9.
That he does.
I get 11 hit points back.
So it's temp HP.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Did 19 damage. Takes 8 off after temp HP.
Yeah.
Alright. Next in initiative is... the quacking is getting much louder from behind you in the tunnel, and you are able to see a flock of ducks. This is not really a swarm creature, more of a layer action, but, same difference. The ducks are going to be upon the party in the next turn if nothing changes.
Okay.
These aren't regular ducks either, right? They're going to be evil ducks that are actually like baby dinosaurs or some shit.
I'm just going to turn on the wood chipper and...
Alright. Next up is Mobius.
All right. I'd like to be within 30 feet of Medeus. And we're going to twin haste. We're going to twin haste the old man of... And can I see Vinny, actually?
Isn't he
I
fucking
see Vinny,
huge?
right?
Vinny is large,
Yeah,
but you
definitely
can't see him.
Vinny.
The only one you cannot see right now is the bear that is inside of the duck's mouth.
Okay.
Or throat.
So I twin haste Ishman and Vinny. And then as a bonus action, I will go ahead and use the Sorcerer's Fortitude, expend a second level spell slot, and get 2 sorcery points back.
Alright.
And that's the end of my turn, so 2 things happen, I believe.
End of your turn. What 2 things?
Medeus' Twilight Sanctuary and my Blink.
Ah, right.
I do not go poof. I am here. That's all I can do.
So my turn?
It is Ara's turn, yes.
So how do I get out of here?
You can make a strength or dexterity saving throw to escape.
Alright.
Or
Well,
you can fight it restrained from the inside.
Ara is extremely angry at the indignity of getting eaten and flies into a rage and tries to just muscle his way back up.
You are able to claw your way out of this duck, and you can push Vinny out of its grip if you want, but since it had you in its throat and Vinny in its mouth, that's just on the way out.
Okay? Just get out of my way.
Alright.
Imagine if I just, pull him down to bring me back up.
Just pull a Mario and Luigi on him.
But no, I push him out. So now what? I'm back in the mouth?
You are back in the cave, not in the mouth. You are entirely outside of the duck. But that did take your action, and your bonus action was Rage.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else you have? Or?
Nothing. I mean, I'm staying right next to it. I
All
roar
right.
at it.
Mattis.
All right. Well, my turn. I will turn on the wood chipper and cast Spirit Guardians. Little tiny cherubic pirates are flitting about me. And the
Alright.
duck will need to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom saves. Is that number? That's
Alright, so it passed, so it will take
Half.
9 radiant damage. Also, its speed is halved.
alright.
And then as a bonus action, I have my spirit weapon on the other side of it, make an attack.
Hey, that hits. Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's see. So that should be a +5. So that is 15 points of force damage.
Alright.
Let's
The
see.
mighty Mallard is mighty displeased.
I'm sure he is. And let's see, it's the end of my turn, so I get the d6 at 9. That is one more than I previously had. And I'm done.
Alright. The duck.
Oh yeah, Ara should also roll for that d6 plus 9. Temp HP.
That he should. The duck is not very happy with this fisherman and is going to try and bite him.
I was about to say bite me, but not like
Duck,
actually take a chunk out of me.
duck beat you to it. I don't suppose a 14 hits.
I mean, it might if I like allow myself to get hit, but I'm not gonna do that.
Alright. How about
If it's starting its actual turn and not taking legendary actions, it needs to make another wisdom save.
it is.
From Spirit Guardians.
I need one of those, not 3 of them. 26.
So it takes another 9 radiant damage.
9 more. Alright. The duck's just gonna try and step on Ishman at this point. It's just gonna throw its weight around.
Duck stomp. Oh no.
Okay, yeah, duck stomp.
28.
Oof, I'm bloody.
Squeesh.
Oh wait, was the 28 to hit or
Oh.
damage?
Those are
It's
both
hit.
to hit.
He hasn't rolled damage yet.
Oh, okay, that's 2 hits.
Should I roll these separately or?
No, you can roll them together. I don't.
Alright.
There's no reason not to.
Well,
69 damage.
47 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Duck just kind of.
I'm what the kids call bloodied.
You're not the only one. Alright. Yes, the duck just kind of jumps up and it tries to stomp on you. You're not directly under it, but it does smack you in the face with its foot and a lot of its weight on the way down. Alright. That is the duck's turn. Vinny.
I'm gonna punch it again.
Go right ahead. One
That's a
hit.
crit.
Oh, your fighter.
He a mutt. He got some runite in him.
Oh, how many levels did you take?
5.
All right.
Oh, you also have the haste attack.
Oh yeah, I can one more.
Oh yeah, who was it that you hasted?
You and Vinny.
Okay.
That would be another hasted attack. That would be another crit. And that's 37. So 35 and 37 points of damage.
All right. The duck is looking a bit rougher on the edges. Not enough to be considered a dog, though.
Okay. Bad duck.
All right. Anything else?
Negative. I am finito.
D6 plus 9 for temp HP, and nobody's moved behind the duck yet, right?
The spiritual weapon is behind the duck.
Alright, I'm going to need a strength saving throw from everybody.
I don't suppose Vinny has a. I don't think he has an aura. No.
No, I don't have an aura.
Hey, that's pretty good. This might be the
Great.
one time I pass.
Did Ishman roll his d6 plus 9? Or not Ishman,
Yeah.
Vinny. God damn it.
Vinny did. Didn't go through, though.
Because he just rolled bang, he didn't roll R.
Yeah. Vinny, roll a d6 plus 9 again. Yeah, there you go. Alright, I've got Vinny passed, Arabear passed, Mattis passed, Ishman and Mobius failed. Alright, let's see. That is
Failure is such a strong word. I prefer to think of it as alternative success.
18 bludgeoning and 15 cold damage. Half that on a success, as this thing lets out another foul screech.
Cold damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And the two of you that failed are prone. That was and Dishman.
Ishman is prone?
Yes.
Alright.
God damn it.
Those are not working out for you today,
I
are they?
literally took 1 hit point of damage. And the fucking wood chipper turns off.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
So the good news is I'm resistant to cold. The bad news is I'm concentrating. Hey, that's good.
Alright. That was its legendary action. And it's up to Ishman, I believe. Unless anyone else has concentration checks to make.
Ishman will stand up. And Ishman will strike at this malicious mallard's throat with his harpoon.
One hit. Alright. Anything else?
Nope. That's all. All I need to do.
Mobius.
Ishman, you need to roll your d6 9.
Well, I'm gonna get up and. Oh wait, it's my turn already.
Yes. The save was on a legendary action.
Okay, cool. I did not honestly expect this fast, so I'm still concentrating on a thing. So I'll get up and I'm gonna cast PK Fire. Fire. Mm-hmm. So instead of fire, we're gonna make this zappy with the sorcerer's meta magic to alter the elemental type.
Alright.
So I
Is
need
this fireball?
Yes, this is a zappy ball. Yeah, it's fireball. I need a dex save from Burb. Well, actually, do we have a swarm of ducks still trying to murder us? That's probably a better use of the lightning ball.
I'll tell you now that I not only did I miss their initiative, but they are a layer action, not an actual swarm.
Okay. Well, in that case, just the big bad evil duck then. Dex save.
Go. 15
Hey,
fails, probably.
indeed. He takes 29 zappy damage. And we'll repeat the d6 plus sign and roll to Blake. We'll also get closer to the party. Don't want to be isolated. I do not blink. I'm within 10 feet of like Medeus or whatever.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Roll your
Aura.
d6 9.
Yeah, I rolled it.
Aura. Bear.
Burr.
Alright. So, nothing really affected me that much. No restraints to get out of, so I'll just slash at him twice.
Bold play. Let's see how it works out.
Not well, apparently.
That is 2 misses. Alright.
Well,
Hey.
bonus action, and since I'm not using any of these spell slots, I'll just burn one to heal a bit. And then D6 plus 9.
You know what? I forgot. I forgot to tell you, Ishman, about haste. You have haste. Something for next round.
Got the max again.
Nice.
I roar at the duck, trying to get its attention.
All right. Can you give me an intimidation check? Okay. Noted.
I mean, I should have just persuaded the duck not to attack me and then roll poorly, and then that would have guaranteed the attack.
All right. Anything else?
No.
The duck is going to try and swat at Vin. He's still on melee, right? Or back in melee?
I think he attacked last turn, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he did. All right. Then yeah. Let's see. Vinny does. Where did I put that? Does a 23 hit?
Gilbert, are you here?
Vinny, mister.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. 23. Yeah, I think it will.
The duck
I
swats at
don't
you with
know
its
shield, so yeah, that
and
hits.
duck swats at you with its foot and does 31 damage.
Okay.
All right. Mattis.
All right.
Wait, how much is haste give me?
Plus
Haste
2
gives you
AC.
Plus 2. Yeah, okay.
All right. I resort the wood chipper and need the duck to make a wisdom save.
there's a number.
Duck takes 4 points of radiant damage. I then have the spiritual weapon as a bonus action, stab. 14 hit.
No.
All right. That's it for me.
All right. The duck. Things are not playing
Is
out
it
too
starting
well.
its turn?
It is.
It needs to make another wisdom save. It takes four more points of radiant damage.
All right.
And remember that its speed is halved.
Yeah. The duck is going to. What does it have?
Quack! Menacingly.
Actually, it is going to. Strength saves from everybody downrange.
Yeah, that's definitely a fail.
Hooray for rage.
Ishman,
Yes.
strength save on the quack.
Oh, shit, my apologies.
This one's not all it's quacked up to be, I guess. Mattis and Mobius failed. They take the full get actual commands, not just numbers. 22 damage and are knocked prone. Everybody else takes half. With resistances, that is... With cold resistance, that is not a lot. 15. With bludgeoning, that... fuck it, you guys can do math. Alright. And then it's going to start waddling away.
The spiritual weapon's right behind it. Where's it going?
Is spiritual weapon a physical thing, or is that just a magic thing?
I don't think it has a zone of control, does it?
It doesn't. It's not a creature, but let me just check something.
Floating spectral weapon.
It's more, does it occupy a space? No, it doesn't. It doesn't occupy a space, so it wouldn't prevent it from being able to move.
Okay.
How far does it move?
It would move with its waddle speed.
So halved.
Yeah. Where did I put? There it is. It moves 15 feet. Is... Shit, how do numbers work? I did not get enough sleep for this. Half of 45.
So that'd be 22.
22. Yeah, so it moves 22 feet.
Okay, so it would basically end like just outside of the Spirit Guardian.
Yeah. Okay. End of its turn. Where is initiative? I passed like 3 times. There it is. Vinny.
So, I should probably be honest. I lost concentration because I rolled a 3
On Blink.
on haste.
On haste.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was Vinny and Ishman.
Yep.
At least that's
How long's it been since combat started?
about 3 rounds. 18 going on 20 something seconds.
Okay.
So Vinny lost turn from haste. Ishman lost turn from haste. Mobius.
Let's see. Could I prevent a lost? Oh wait, no. It goes straight down to me. Shit.
Vinny and Ishman, you should roll the d6 plus 9 for temp HP.
Should I roll haste again? Because that was really bad luck. I didn't blink and...
Do it.
Not blink, I meant haste. My bad.
I know what you meant. Do it.
Vinny and Ishman, are you willing to receive haste? Because it's a
Sure.
thing that requires
Yes.
willingness. Okay.
Yes, I am willing.
I twin haste again.
Yes, sorry if I'm a little slow to respond. Been a long day.
Fair enough, fair enough.
It happens.
Yeah, and get within 10 feet of... Actually, I'm moving to the duck. Yeah, that makes sense, because the duck is trying to fuck off. So I'm like within 17 feet of the duck. And I end my turn, so things happen. The temp HP in the blink. 12 temp HP. And then I go vavoom.
Okay.
I am done.
Bear.
So I attack the duck.
You can move into melee and attack the duck, yep.
Cool, I do that.
Go
And
for gold.
since it tried to run away, can I move to try and prevent it from moving away further?
You're a size large creature, right?
Yeah.
There's not really room to squeeze around it for a large creature. A medium creature would be able to, but it would be a very tight squeeze and would require what is it? Tumble opposed check thing.
Okay.
The duck takes up almost the entire hallway.
So that's one hit.
That is one hit.
I'm not rolling very well right now.
Seems to be an ongoing trend with people needing to roll well and not quite making the mark.
I roar at the duck.
All right.
Remember, you get your d6 plus 9 at the end of your turn.
I'm just going to throw this at initiative 0 for simplicity. Could everybody make me a, what was it? Constitution, I think? Dexterity saving throw.
Are the ducks actual creatures, or?
No, it's a reflavored layer action.
Okay.
Is this a dex save versus scene effect?
Yes, it is a horde of ducks.
Gotta love these advantages for saving throws.
Oh man, what? A horde of ducks?
Yes. Dexterity saving throw.
Does haste give me any bonuses to dex?
I want to say a +2 to dex saves. I'll double check on that.
Yeah.
Advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Nah.
All right. Vinny and Bear succeeded. Neither of you take damage. Ishman and Mattis, you take 6 damage and are blinded until your next turn.
Okay.
And I'll just have Mobius roll when he gets back. Alright. That was at initiative 0, so Mattis.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I move towards the duck. Duck will need to make wisdom save as it re-enters Spirit Guardians as a result.
Yeah.
I don't think the duck has failed one of these rolls yet.
It hasn't. It takes 6 radiant damage.
I mean, the
And I'm
duck's
gonna
like
smack it with the
got
warhammer.
anime stats. I mean, he's got 20 and everything.
Dude, I'm like he's got a
Does a
bigger
14
brain
hit
than
him?
his wisdom.
14 does. get a hammer?
Yeah, I have a warhammer. I walked into
14.
melee and whacked him.
14 does hit.
Wow. I mean, he's got big brain stats. He's got all these good stats, like for saves.
So I have
AC is
16
manageable.
bludgeoning and radiant damage.
16 bludgeoning and radiant.
Strength of the grave.
Mhm. Then, as a bonus action, I have the spiritual weapon whack him.
All right, go for broke. 18 does hit.
And he takes 9 force damage.
All right.
End of turn. Oh. End of turn.
All right. I was blinded, wasn't it? Oh well, we'll worry about it later.
You said I was blinded till my turn. It was my turn, like, immediately.
Yeah, it's supposed to be end of the turn. Oh
Oh.
well, I'll worry about it later. I am missing words on my poorly organized notes.
Okay.
Probably should have left myself more than a day and a half to do most of this. Alright. After Mattis is the duck.
Yep. And at the start of the duck's turn, it needs to make another wisdom save. Well, it takes another 6 radiant damage. I'm going to nickel and dime this thing to death.
Yeah. Alright. It has... Alright. It's going to... It's not happy about those nickels and dimes. It's going to bite Mattis.
Okay.
You fool. You can't leave Spirit Guardian's range if you bite him.
Miss.
It's going to smack him.
Uh-huh.
Mick, I need a dexterity save from you, from a layer effect.
Did you, though?
I
Blink?
do, from everybody.
No,
Like-
he blinked. He's not in this plane. He's in the ethereal.
Oh, right, that actually went off this time.
Yeah, that's the reason why I had time to get an AFK for a bit. But, your call.
No, if you're an ethereal planet, you wouldn't need it.
Okie doke.
These are just horrifying nightmare ducks, not ethereal horrifying nightmare ducks.
I don't fucking do.
Yet. Give 'em
Oh,
a couple
God.
days. 32 to hit?
Yeah, of course it hits.
Actually, the overlap means that it doesn't hit.
12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And there's still a fisherman, isn't there? Ishman?
Yes, I'm still here.
You're in melee with the duck, right?
Yep.
You're going to get a swipe from the foot.
Fucker.
Oh, wait, that should have been... does a 26 hit?
Oof.
I'm going to assume a 26 hit.
Fuck.
I'll be right back. Oh, no. Do I have time to be right back, actually? Let's see. Yes, I'll be right back.
Ishman, another 22 slashing damage.
Indeed. I am not in the greatest of positions.
Alright. The duck is going to flee.
Okay, I think I get an attack of opportunity, don't I?
That you do.
I think everybody does, don't we?
That you do.
No, I miss.
So that's 5 bludgeoning and radiant.
$17 slashing.
Alright, Vinny? Was that
Mine is, I forgot to add my 9, so it should be a 22.
22 hits.
$27 points of radiant fire and blunt damage.
Alright. Vinny, as your, you have just your fist, right?
Yes, my big meaty fist.
So you punch this thing, and you get a real solid hit right into its hip. And there's a crunch in its hip, and you're pretty sure you hit something real important. And as you're pretty sure it's about to collapse, it vanishes. It is not invisible. For the time being, you are out of initiative.
What, it had a Deus Machina escape system? What? What?
How would you like to proceed?
I kill the duck.
The duck is not there to be killed.
I cast Dispel Magic on where the duck was.
I don't believe that would do anything.
Try find duck.
What happened? I'm back.
The duck just disappeared. I hit him as he was running by me, and he vanished.
I don't suppose he's in the ethereal plane now, is he?
He is not in the ethereal plane, and Dispel Magic would not have any noticeable effect.
I think we defeated the duck.
Could one of us make an Arcana check to determine what happened to the duck, or something?
Go ahead.
I suggested. I don't actually do it.
Well, fuck you. I'm not doing it.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Well, since Medea is being a little beesh, I guess I'll do it. I'll spend
I'll
a
guidance
sorcery
him,
point to get what's up?
I said I'll guidance you on it, though.
Huzzah! Yeah, I'll spend a sorcery point to get advantage on this ability check.
You don't want me to do an Arcana check. I have a -2 in it.
I have flat. I don't really want to do this, but I
Which
have
is 2
advantage,
better
so.
than mine.
Yeah, we killed the duck, guys. We won.
Cool! Great.
Shit's fucked up, yo. You just punched the duck out of existence.
Just to check, I do cast Locate Creature, looking for the duck.
There is no Moby Duck within 1,000 feet of you.
Okay.
It's a lich. It's a fucking lich, and it just...
So
It
you know
respawned this
that map?
black-
I pull out that map that we had there. Is there... Just because I didn't have See Invisibility running at the time, is there any like invisible shit on that map?
There is invisible ink circling some villages out to the east, southeast, and northwest, but there's no routes to get there. That would imply the duck is perching somewhere specific.
All right. Well, I guess you said that this tunnel goes in one direction to the water. What's in the other direction?
The other direction is where the horde of ducks have come from. They have since passed and have gone down through the water.
I can see 300 feet. It's just a
The,
straight tunnel.
it goes about 80 feet, branches off to the right, and then you can see it doesn't branch far, then it turns back, and it looks like it opens up into a larger room.
Well, let's go there.
Alright. So you march. You get to the room, it looks like this is the duck's nest. There is hay that is kind of moldy. It looks like it was brought through the water and did not make the journey completely intact.
I imagine there's also all sorts of detritus and wood that acts like bedding.
Yeah.
It's huge!
They made a nest. There are a few dozen broken eggs and 7 eggs that have not hatched yet.
Oh, Mobius. Mobius is a greedy boy. He's gonna talk about like how much we could sell the eggs for. We'd all be rich.
Yeah, I'm thinking we take the eggs and burn the rest.
Oh yeah.
So that's what we do.
You are taking the 7 unhatched eggs and you're burning everything that is broken.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, we're basically taking all the valuables, which in this case is just the eggs, because you said it was just otherwise nesting material, and we put the rest to the torch.
Pillage, then burn.
Exactly.
Alright. It takes you a couple minutes to get the eggs safely situated so that they won't crack when you leave the cave system, but you are able to do it without too much trouble. The eggs are almost the size of a person's torso. But you get all the wood and straw burning. Everything that is not metal is probably going to melt or turn to ashes.
Cool. Dead end for this room?
Dead end.
All right, well, let's go back to that rope and climb out of here.
All right. To make your way back to the rope. Mattis, can you give me a perception check real quick? .26. You notice that where you were fighting Moby Duck, there is a new trail of blood heading west.
Oh, well, let's follow that then. I've still got to see invisibility running. It lasts for an hour, so let's go.
All right. It goes to the water.
Follow it.
I have done begin to shrink back down to
we
normal
have water
size.
breathing that we did before as a ritual, so I just follow it.
All right. You go into the water. It's a bit cloudy with the blood, but you are still able to see through it. It curves around a bit, heads west-ish by your best guess, and a little bit up, and eventually opens up into what you presume is the lake.
Okay. I keep following the blood.
The blood is heading west and turns northwest.
I keep following the blood.
How far do you want to follow the blood?
I keep following the blood. I have a swim speed of 30 feet.
It is going to take a long time.
If it's longer than 15 minutes, I would suggest that we would go back to the ship and try to follow the trail.
Is this trail of blood traceable on the surface?
For other people, no. For you, maybe. It's going to be really difficult, but it's possible. It's fairly dark blood in a not very dark environment beyond the lack of light. but it's deep enough that it might be spread out too much to trace by the time you get back to your boat.
I keep following the blood.
All right, west, northwest. Minute passes. 2, 5, 10, 20, 30, an hour, 2 hours. 3 hours pass, and the blood goes up to the surface
Okay.
of just constant swimming.
I keep following the blood.
There's not a solid trail of blood anymore, but there are spots where blood is heading to the north. And that leads to another cluster of islands.
Huh? Is it on the surface of the water or on an island that we're on?
You are in the water right now. The blood is leading north, and there is another cluster of islands to the north that the blood is leading to,
Okay.
assuming it stays northbound.
Well, I mean, I can see it, right? It's on the surface, so does it go to the islands? Do I see the thing dripping the blood?
I have a
You don't.
question.
You
Can
don't.
we see under character if he was swimming through the water?
Yes, you're gonna be able to
Yeah,
keep the party
we would
together.
follow above with the boat.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
I want to point this out before we get anywhere.
Fair enough.
We were following. Yeah.
I don't know exactly how blood acts on top of water, so I'm going to say it's stuck together enough that you are able to track it to the island to the north.
Okay, but I don't see the thing that was bleeding.
No. You do see a small trail of blood going across the top of the island.
Okay.
And then
I follow the blood.
all right,
Boat
that
behind
goes. Follow the blood and look behind you.
me. No, the
There you
boat
go.
is following me.
Okay.
The party's on the boat following me. I'm in the water, doing the bloodfish thing.
Yeah, I misheard that wrong. I just wanted to check. So it goes over the island, down the north end, under the water, and you're able to follow it into a cave.
Okay.
In the cave, what should that have? Right. Your passive perception is 19.
Yes.
You notice a silver bell about 20 feet into the mouth of the cave, going across the center of the entrance.
Cute. I cast see invisibility on myself again and go around that so as not to trip it.
That's probably an alarm thing.
Yeah.
This in the spell.
Yeah. See invisibility. Nothing invisible there. Alright. There's a similar underwater cave structure to the other one that you were in.
I follow
And
the blood.
you're able to follow the blood and cave up to another surface. This one opens up to a room that has what looks like a barracks and a small armory. There are 3 rows of bunk beds made out of just loose straw and whatever looks moderately comfortable. Realistically, no one's getting a good night of sleep. Spears, and there is a person there.
Just one?
Just one. Asleep in the bottom bunk on the far side of the room.
Okay.
Is he injured?
Is he the guy that, like, does the blood go right to him?
The blood goes past him.
Okay.
The shit, my words. The cavern does not really get smaller, but it does get narrower as it goes down. And there is some blood on the walls just over head height, and blood on the ground as well. It would be trivial to follow the blood further in, or you can do what you want with this guy.
Yeah, I think. Well, is there like a cavern leading out of here, or like what? Is this a dead end?
The cave goes further away from the water and curves about 80 feet in. You can follow the curve visually for about 15 feet before it is completely out of sight. It's not a dead end, but you don't see all the way to the end of it.
Okay. Well, first I'm gonna slip back into the water, like just dive down because I didn't actually leave the water. Um, go out to where the ship is. Tell everyone found the enemy. Looks like there's like an underwater cave that leads to a subterranean cave. That there was an air pocket there, right? Like it was like a U-bend type thing in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, barracks looking thing, and boss guy that dripping blood all over towards the back. We should probably assault now before they have time to refit and rearm.
So how long has it been?
Couple hours.
Like 3 hours or less?
Yeah.
It's been just over 2.5 hours. Less than 3 hours.
Cool. Still a bear.
So those of us that were following behind in the thing
Right, in the little
could have
boat.
a short rest.
The people who have been in the boat could have a short rest, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I tell them and I say, "Let's go. Let's go raise hell." Because we do not want this guy to get any chance to rest. We want to hit him hard and hit him fast.
Yep.
All right, so I guess we all get off the boat, swim back through to the barrack area.
Mm-hmm.
Still see the guy sleeping. Is anybody particularly sneaky?
No, but I can talk to him.
Ah, fuck it. Charge.
Dude, let's go get him!
I don't suppose anyone's passive stealth is above +3.
No.
Alright. Yeah, your charge is gonna wake him up, but he doesn't have time to react yet.
Surrender or die. Also, what the fuck?
Good God. Like, super rolling-ish on my end. Way to go, guys. Now we're all gonna die because you wasted your nat 20s on a niche. Oh shit, I forgot to roll for... Never mind.
Alright, well, I guess I run up to him and smash him with my warhammer.
Go nuts. He is prone, you do have advantage.
Poor bastard.
17.
17 hit. Yep.
So he takes 8 bludgeoning and radiant damage.
Alright.
How badly does that look to have hurt him?
It's definitely gonna bruise in the morning, but it's not quite bloodied.
Okay. Well, that's it for me.
Mobius.
Something Remarks about you harboring a foul duck, something, something, explain yourself, something, something, or die. And I hold my action to cast a Tasha's Hideous Laughter if this guy does anything but surrender on his turn.
Can you give me a persuasion check?
Is this worth advantage? Yeah, I'll reroll. I'll burn a sorcery point and reroll that. 23.
All right. Noted.
That's it.
Ishman.
All right, Ishman's gonna run at him and stab at him. Action surge.
There is no surrender here. There is surrender and die.
You know this isn't the guy, right? This is like the guard.
Wait.
This is just some schmuck you caught sleeping.
Yeah.
Rest in Bepsy. Yeah, bye.
Well, you know what? Ishman is blind and I'm tired. I'm killing this guy.
It's understandable to put 2 and 2.
Alright. 3 hits.
Oh no. There's this oof the man.
This is with your harpoon, right?
Yeah, this is with my harpoon.
So Ishman just comes up, like, pole vault grip on a harpoon, skewers this guy through his ribs, into the bunk next to him, through that bunk, and into the bunk past it.
Fatality.
It's a little bit overkill, but, you know.
Brutality.
I don't know how, but I thought we were fighting the duck.
The fuck? The fuck, dude?
That was the duck. They were just transformed into a person.
Yeah, it's a shape
Sure, we'll say
duck.
that.
Gilbert, if you did 2 more damage, you would have done his entire health pool into the negatives. Alright. Well, that's that for initiative.
Alright.
Attack.
I guess we just immediately keep charging on, following the blood trail.
Every weapon is a silenced weapon if nobody's left alive to hear it, I guess. Winding corridor goes right.
Again, I have seen visibility though.
Yeah. Mattis, you do eventually find a pool of blood where it looks like whatever was bleeding stopped. The height of this blood trail you're able to put together is consistent with the wound on the Moby Duck's hip. This is at least the trail of the target.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it stopped somewhere and then proceeded moving. There is a fork in the road, but it is sufficiently bloody that you're able to tell it went down the left end.
Okay. We follow the blood.
Alright. You do find one person in the middle of bandaging Moby Duck's injury about 80 feet past the fork in the trail.
I think this is a part where we murder them.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any context for, not oofing them.
As you get in visual range, you're able to see that they have noticed you.
Okay, that's unfortunate for them. I charge.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're rolling initiative.
I was going to say we could just keep the last initiative, but
okay,
sure.
That works for me. What's the range to them?
Range from when you make visual contact is 45 feet.
Okay. So I will move my 30 feet, putting them 15 feet away from me. I will then cast Spirit Guardian, and I need both of them to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh no! The Bullinator.
I am done fucking around.
This was wisdom save for Spirit Guardian.
Yes. Okay, that guy passed, and the other?
I need to find this again because it closed the tab I was on. Alright, here we go. I hope. Yeah, there we go. Wisdom.
Ooh, that guy
That one
failed. And I was out of 3rd level slots, so this was a 4th level slot.
That is unfortunate.
So the guy that failed takes 21 radiant damage. I presume that was the duck that passed and takes 10.
Yeah. Alright.
And that is it for me.
Alright. I'm just gonna throw this other guy into initiative. I don't think it's gonna make a big difference, but yeah, they're going pretty much the same turn anyways. Alright. Mobius.
Is the boy that failed bloody. The one that was bandaging wounds.
No.
Alright. Well, I too am tired of bullshit. I'll move, how far away am I from them?
45 feet.
I move 15 feet closer, and then I'm going to use my action to cast Animate Objects. 10 ball bearings, animate, and gank spank the one that's bandaging wounds.
Alright.
Uh,
2, 3, 4, 6, 7 hits.
he takes 47 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I move 15 more feet away.
That bloodies but does not kill.
That's all I can do.
Alright. At the end of your turn, Moby Duck is going to let out one more foul screech. Strength saving throws.
Ha! Danger. Let's be honest. If I nat 20, I'm not even sure if I would pass.
You would pass on the nat 20. Ooh. That is bludgeoning, then cold. Gilbert.
Mm-hmm.
Strength save. Vinny failed. Ara failed. Mobius failed. Ishman is the only one that succeeded that one.
Oh, 17 wasn't enough?
Just short. Alright. Once that's all squared away, it was Mobius' turn. Ishman,
Yes.
your turn.
Okay, so just to be clear, what do I see?
45 feet away, there is a person that was interrupted in bandaging up Moby Duck's injured hip. Moby Duck is still heavily wounded and has just flooded the ears of the party with a foul screech.
All right, so I'm gonna run out there, and I'm gonna throw 2 harpoons, javelins.
How much damage did the foul screech do?
Foul screech did 35 damage. So Ishman, that was 30 feet movement, 2 range throws.
Yep. I'm gonna double check this really quick. All right, 1 second. All right. Yeah. So make 2 throws. One at the guy bandaging up Moby Duck, and the other one at the wound that is being bandaged.
All right.
Fuck that. Precision strike on both.
By all means.
So 12 plus 7 and 13 plus 2.
19 and 14. Or 19 and 15.
19 hits. Which one was at 2? Was the first one at the person?
First one was at the person, second one was at the wound.
Yeah, person is hit, duck is missed.
Nine points on the person.
They look not great after that.
I'm gonna run in. I already ran it. I'm gonna shout some shit about how Moby Duck took both my legs and both my eyes
And
and
both
one
your
of my
hands?
hands. No, just one of my hands.
Alright. That would be DM2. Let's see.
Start of his turn, wisdom save.
Ooh, does he live? Ooh.
Takes half.
Maybe.
He takes
No,
10 radiant.
He does not survive that.
He gets wood chippered.
He had 6 health left. Alright, Moby Duck.
Wisdom save. Failure.
Yeah, first time for everything.
He takes 16 radiant damage.
Alright. Not terribly happy about that, believe it or not. Who all moved up? Ishman moved up, Mattis moved up, Mobius moved up a little bit. Is that right?
No, I'm exactly where I was. I did not move at all. I moved 15 feet closer to get in range of animate objects than 15 feet away.
Okay. The duck is going to go after Mattis with a bite.
Bring it on.
.22 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, .22 damage.
Hey, that bloodies me.
You are grappled and you're medium size, right?
Yep.
You are also restrained.
Okay.
And then it's gonna swat at Ishman and Mattis with its feet. Ishman, 26. Mattis, 20 to hit.
Sorry, what?
20 to hit, Mattis.
Yes, that will just barely hit me.
Alright, that is.
Also, Spirit Guardians failed.
That
Again.
is.
Because whenever it fucking takes damage, I roll a goddamn 3 on the con save for that.
You are not having good luck with that, are you?
Not today, no.
22 damage to Ishmin. And 26 to Mattis.
I am unconscious.
Danger.
Nah, just shoot him. I'll be fine.
Alright. That is the duck's turn.
My turn?
Is it my turn?
It is Ara's turn.
Right. So I am still a bear, and I charge at him, slash at him twice. Is that 2 hits?
It is 1 hit.
And I yell at the duck to try and to tell it to focus on me.
Alright.
Oh, and I am raging.
Anything else?
That's it.
Vinny.
Vinny's gonna walk up and give some love taps to the duck.
Alright.
Pop that snoot.
You said it's immune to
Restrained.
train, right? Okay.
Well, actually, it had a
did
legendary resistance. Yeah. So maybe it's not. Probably not. If it had to use a legendary resistance, but yeah.
Two hits.
2 hits.
I need a strength save from him.
I can ask if you want.
A mixture of radiant, fire, and bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Number. Alright. The duck is still up.
Damn. Action surge, and we hit him again.
Two more hits.
And that's 46 bludgeoning, radiant, and fire damage.
God damn!
Alright. The duck does not look happy with that, but it's still up.
What? Holy fuck! How much this thing? This is got hit points by the bucket.
It has
I'm
a lot
good.
of hit points, yeah.
I'm just trying to absorb the fact that a Rune Knight could do 100 damage in a single turn.
A
It's a
Rune Knight
multi-class.
Paladin can.
Oh, that's right, Smites, I forget.
Alright. Was there anything else?
No, fuck! I didn't tell. No.
There's going to be another foul screech, and if I could get strength saves from everybody one
So
more
does that mean
time.
he lets me go?
He does. You were unconscious, weren't you?
Yeah, so I just
Auto
fail.
No, he would have dropped you. You would be underneath this, just barely.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see, that is a 25, 5, 24. Ishman,
Yes.
strength save. Oh.
Ooh, chunky hit.
Mobius is the only one that failed that.
I'm going to use my reaction and expend the rest of my sorcery points because, yeah, I need to reduce that damage by 3d8.
Does 52 points of damage to us if we pass? If we fail?
Yep.
If you fail, yes. And knocks you prone.
I have to calculate this, but I think I'm still conscious.
What is half of that?
Half of that, 26.
Fuck.
I am no longer a bear, but I do still have 111 points of life left.
I am coughing up blood, but I am not dead.
Oh yeah, this isn't too bad. Okay, so I took 19 from that because I got resistance and it reduced. Okay.
And that was at the tail end of Vinny's turn.
Yeah, that would have been a +6. That's a concentration save.
Alright. That would mean it is Mattis.
He did save.
One success.
Mhm.
Mobius.
Okay, well, animate objects is still up. So, I'll use my action
Fury
to
the duck.
aid. I'm going to use my action to aid myself, Medeus, and Vinny. All of us get 5 HP max and restore 5 hit points.
Okay.
And then, as a bonus action, these ball bearings are going to swarm on the duck's wound like a bullet bees. I'm going to go solid 3.
Alright. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
And that's 46 bludgeoning.
Alright. And, how does this work?
Stone's endurance.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Yeah, all these little ball bearings are just thump, 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 pelting against this thing's injury, but it looks like the feathers around the wound are absorbing the brunt of the impact.
Okie doke. And after they're done doing that, they're going to get behind the duck So the duck has to choose between attacking them or us.
All right.
I'm gonna get 30 more feet back because I don't like being attacked. Preferably breaking line of sight, but probably not.
You are able to get around the curve to break line of sight.
Perfect. I am done. Oh, also I cover my ears, because why not? It's probably not going to do anything, but I would do that.
You're doing what?
Covering my ears, I'm deafening myself.
Ah, okay.
That's okay.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to take a bite on the paladin that's been beating the shit out of it. Does a 17 hit, Vinny?
Not today.
All right. Ishman.
Yes. Is the medic dead?
No, I'm up.
No, not our medic, the enemy medic.
The bad one, yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna run up and stab him.
The dead medic, okay, he does not resist that.
Oh, he's not okay. I stabbed the duck.
And he's dead. Stab the turtle or the big duck.
This is the moment where we realize the duck has a shell.
And it's actually a
Precision's-
turtle.
Precision strike on the 13.
All right. Roll that.
14,
That-
15, 16, 17.
17. 2 hits.
And I'm gonna pushing attack the 21. That just does more damage. I'm gonna. Never mind. I keep forgetting I can't do that. Yeah, that.
Number. All right. How would you like to do this?
What?
He dead.
Its beak is wide fucking open, trying to take a chomp out of your party. You killed it. How do you want to do it?
Well, as the duck rears up for a mighty quack, I'd like to ram my harpoon in its throat.
All right. As this duck brings its head back, Ishman, that crazy blind bastard, runs up, jumps into its mouth, and stabs out the back of its throat. There's a huge splatter of blood and all that nasty duckness on the wall behind him. And a couple seconds later, the duck falls over, nearly crushing half the party. But you're quick enough to get out of the way.
Let's go, baby. It's dead.
Yay, we win.
Moby Duck has perished.
Sleuth,
Huzzah!
Yes, Gilbert?
shall I post the music to go along with our victory?
By all means, go ahead. Oh, so it had 418 health. You did 420 damage to it.
Yay.
All right. I assume you're gonna toss the room.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we loot the fuck out of this place.
Huzzah!
All right. Of note, where the priest was slain, there is some ashes that the experienced spellcasters would recognize as the remains of used spell scrolls. What do you want to do with a duck? There's
We're gonna haul it back to the ship because
A
we've got
great roast.
proof that we actually killed the damn thing.
Yeah. Let's
And then-
roast it
and
on an
then-
oar.
And then we will roast it
Yes.
once we've given people proof that it's actually dead.
all right.
I
So
want
tossing
to
the room. You see that there are a few weapons of no particular note. There is a very well maintained harpoon with a 30-foot chain on the back end. There is a chest full of mostly silver and copper that seems to have been taken from the villagers and peasantry. There is there's a crown made of gold with a few dozen small gems that was presumably taken from a lord of some sort, either by force or by violence. And there is, around the duck's neck, a small ivory statuette on a chain of a
what?
duck, of a very large duck.
It had a contingency.
Can
That's
someone
cool.
give me an Arcana roll? You'll have advantage.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah,
I'll
I'll do it.
guidance you.
Yeah, that is definitely the material component to a contingency. The contingency was probably, if it is near enough to death, it would banish itself. Behind the scenes, you brought it to single-digit health. It banished itself, and while you were tossing the room, it ran away. What else is there? And there are a few pouches, I can read. A few pouches of various gems and a small sack of diamonds. The most expensive diamonds would probably go into about 700 to 800 range. Most of them sit around 80 to 150.
Yeah, so I think we just split the loot, take the duck on the ship, go meet up with the squadron. And then we celebrate the big duck roast.
Yeah.
Wait, Medeus, how good do we know this captain, though?
Oh,
How do we know that they're not just going to turn a flank and try to oof us to get credit for the duck?
Because we killed the fucking duck, we can take them.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to take the harpoon with the chain.
Sure.
All right. You're not terribly familiar with magic weapons, are you, Ishman?
Oh god, there's no way Ishman knows what the fuck a magic weapon is.
This shit
He's
tingles
probably
your
got
hand.
+1.
This shit tingles your hand. It feels fucking funky.
Cool. Ishman's gonna throw it at the bird.
As it leaves your hand, the chain wraps around your wrist. It impales itself into the flank of the bird, and it drags the bird back to you.
The bird?
Oh, cool.
The entire bird?
The size-huge bird gets pulled back by this harpoon.
Trident of pulling and returning
Nice.
at its inventory.
And Ishman, when it drags the bird back to you, you hear this very faint quack in the back of your mind.
I don't suppose I'm overcome by the desire to ascend to Mount.
We'll see about that. But don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Oh god, the bird's fucking
Sure, it's
cursed.
fine.
What the fuck do you mean? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Luth, you saying "don't worry" is, quite frankly, has the opposite effect.
Me saying don't worry should be one of the top 5 reasons for this party to worry. Especially if it's immediately followed by "it'll be fine." Alright. Yeah, you're able to get your spoils and the duck topside with considerable but not unreasonable effort. Hauling the bird is a absolute pain. Its bones are brittle. That's the only reason you're really able to actually move it. If this thing's bones were not necessarily lighter to fly, you would need more people. Probably a lot more people. But the captain congratulates you. Gives you a pouch of 600 platinum and 400 gold. Just a little bonus for not getting him killed in your exploits. And you are able to make it back to shore to verify the kill with the local government. And you're able to have your wonderful feast on the shores where you have killed, or facing where you have killed the mighty mallard.
Huzzah!
I eat the heart.
Make a con save. The heart is
Marked
bigger.
heart.
The heart is bigger than your torso.
Well,
He probably gets a piece of heart.
You get like 6 bites in and you cannot handle it anymore. You can keep going, but it's not going to end well.
I'm eating the heart to absorb its power.
Oh
It's
no!
leaving the body.
You're going to keep going?
Let's go! I
Make a
wild
con-
shape into a bear in order to eat the heart.
Make a con save at disadvantage.
I want to meme
Even
as
with-
well. Can I meme?
Even
I want to
with
eat
bigger
this heart.
stomach?
If he gets fucked, I want